Okay, y'all are getting a 3-for-1 special here. We're going to do the homemade cranberry juice, din, and we're going to make a smoothie out of the remains. So what you're going to do here is take our cranberries and we're going to cover them in water and we're going to set them to boil and then simmer for about 20 minutes. Now, while that's doing that, look at what we have for dinner. Yes, from ground to table. That's exactly what we love to see. So as you can see, the cranberries are just the boiling and you want them to bust open. That's where all that flavor is going to release into the water. While that's doing that, I'm going to take these carrots and cut them up because carrots are so good for you, and these are the ones from the ground, not the ones that was recalled. Then we're going to take some zucchini squash, and of course we always talk about getting those kids in the kitchen with you. So here we have my little helper helping me to cut these zucchinis up right for this dinner. Then we're going to take our bell peppers and we're going to cut those up because I don't know about y'all, but there is almost no meal that I make that does not have peppers and onions and garlic, honorable mention, inside of it. But we're going to use the red, yellow, and green, and we're just going to cut those up really nicely to get them inside of that dinner. Now we're prepping the bowl that our juice is going to sit inside, and I love for people to use either a nut bag or if you have hemp, whatever it is, to strain these beauties, okay? Because you're definitely going to need a strainer. Then you just pour them in there and then use all of the juice you possibly can get. And then you just sit the cherries inside of there. Y'all, it's really, and I do mean really simple. All we needed was cherries, water, and a sweetener of choice. Now, as you see here, I'm just going to mash those cherries in to get the remaining juice out, but I'm not squeezing it out to get every last drop because I am going to use these cherries for another project at the end. And now that I got all of the juice that I'm going to use for I'm going to squeeze it a little bit more because I can still see some juice here. But I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more to get some of that excess juice out. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm so excited because cranberry juice is so good, especially when it doesn't have 16,000 pounds of sugar in it, okay? But we're going to let that cool off and we're going to go back to the food. Now, all of those things we just cut up, we're going to put them all into one pot, okay? I love me a good one pot dish. And off camera, I did cut up some onions because I forgot to record that. But yes, we're going to do the onions and then we're going to also add our bok choy. Y'all, when I tell you I love to eat my colors, this is exactly what I mean. I like to eat my colors. I like to incorporate herbs or vegetables that is going to cater to some type of vitamin need, some type of heart health, some type of something, because that's what we eat for, right? And we're back as these cherries have cooled down a bit. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit more of the juice. Again, not using too much because I am going to use the rest of these cherries because we love a no waste meal or drink, okay? And I feel like this is as much as I want to get out of here. So we're going to try this coconut sugar. Some people use honey, agave. I decided to try this coconut sugar, which was actually pretty good. I did go in and add a little bit of honey at the end as well. And y'all can't tell me this is not cranberry juice. And I did forget to show y'all the rice because I was having vegetables with the rice too. But look at this cranberry juice. So good. Just yum. And this is the remainder of the cranberries, which we're going to use now. So we're going to make a smoothie. Of course, our base is going to be the dairy-free, unsweetened vanilla yogurt. And we're going to line the bottom of that with I don't use measurements, so I'm not even about to tell y'all how much I use. We're going to then take a banana. I try not to overdo it with the banana sometimes because 2 bananas can really give you a banana-like taste, and I don't really use bananas for the taste. And then we have some strawberries and raspberries that we're going to chop up in here. This is more of a red smoothie for me, as you can see. And then we're going to use the rest of those cranberries, okay? So again, love me some red fruits. Cater to heart, cater to liver. We're just going to make sure we got all the nutrients necessary in here. And then we top it off a little bit more with that yogurt and then some honey, of course, for sweetener. And then voila, you put the top on and you blend that thing right on up, and you have an amazing smoothie base. Now I'm going to take this off and have my little helper add some ice cubes, and the ice cubes does keep it cool, but it also helps thicken it up a little bit as well, because this is a smoothie bowl base. So we're going to go ahead and use our honey for the sides. That way every single bite you get has that nice honey, and we're going to use some oats in there, and then we're going to line it with our fruit. And rinse and repeat. It's a layering thing. To go back in there with the honey, go back in there again with the smoothie, and you go back in there with the oats and the fruit. And then for the very, very end of it all, after we add those last few touches of fruit in there, we're going to try something completely new. After that honey, we're going to go ahead and try some shredded coconuts. Now, I thought I wasn't a fan of coconut before, and slowly but surely I'm finding ways to incorporate them more into my diet where I can actually taste it. And y'all, this was pretty good. So if you tried this recipe, let me know how you like it. I loved it.